All right. I'm scared. Chad, hold me. Hold me, I'm scared.
How far can pretty privilege get you?
TikTok star Charli D'Amelio. Charli D'Amelio. Charli D'Amelio. Charli D'Amelio.
140. Wait, she has 150 million subscribers? Jesus. 154 million followers? That's insane.
It is TikTok, so it's a little bit less insane because TikTok is like a 10x multiplier.
Wow. The 27K views.
Wow.
Best time to celebrate with Asmongold.
I was like, that's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
Guys, it's Charlie, and I'm super excited to be sharing with you my first ever YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Ow.
Man. Man.
If there was one person who saved the universe in their past life, it must be Charli D'Amelio, because she was dealt with everything anyone could ever ask to be successful. A virally beautiful face and body, every opportunity in Hollywood, commercial,
Okay, boomer.
the
Good
top
one.
talent agency in the industry, a book deal, a reality TV show, a TV show,
Jesus.
a clothing line, a makeup line,
Holy
a record
fuck.
deal. But somehow, there is still a way to mess everything up.
Just really need to admit this to you guys. I actually do have nipples. And I mean, that's really, like, that's all that I can say about this right now.
So how did the D'Amelios score
Guys.
more than 32
Everyone is legally allowed to post a little cringe. Okay?
million dollars worth
That was her moment to post a little cringe. Okay?
pretty privilege? That's exactly the mystery we're going to uncover
What
today.
the
But
fuck?
not only that, as your marketing bestie, who graduated top 1% UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, we are going to explore how pretty privilege can still fail you if you have a terrible brand. And how
Well, if you're boring, I think that's the reason why it happens, right? Is like there's a lot of girls. Here's the thing. Is like you can go to Twitch and you can see this. You scroll down and you see plenty of girls with 100 viewers that are hot. It's not like if you're a hot girl, you're going to instantly have 1 million viewers.
you, yes you, no matter
Look, even his chat doesn't agree with him. Well, I mean, 100 viewers isn't bad, though. Asmat, thank you. The tier 1.
if you have pretty privilege or not,
Yeah.
can build a successful brand.
Well, I mean, it depends on performance.
To help you down your career. And by brand, I don't just mean slapping your name or face on a t-shirt. Branding is about how your future college, future boss, future boyfriend sees you. And I'm creating this series to analyze celebrities from a marketing perspective, because many of whom do not recognize the power of influence they have over a generation of young girls.
She caught drunk? Yeah, of course. Well, who knows if that's her actually being drunk, though. It's hard to say.
I really don't want to work anymore.
And I think it's so
I'm
important.
so lost. I'm so lost. Why? Why the video of her being drunk? Why the excellent analysis of, but is she really drunk?
And to be aware and reflective.
The problem is people like that. I feel like with a lot of people that get popular on TikTok, etc., especially for being attractive, let's be real, right? Like what happens is you get older and then people aren't as attracted to you anymore. That's what happens.
She literally looks the same. That's not the problem. That's not what's happening. What the fuck are you talking about? No, this is a very clear instance of you non-transferable skills and riding trends that eventually die. The streamers who streamed only Overwatch when Overwatch was at peak and then eventually fell off. It wasn't because they did something wrong. It was because the game fell off and they didn't pivot soon enough. It's the same thing. If you get famous on TikTok for like lip syncing or whatever, and that's not really a trend much anymore, then you aren't going to have as much success anymore. Also, when I talk about non-transferable skills, Ludwig has sort of talked about it a little bit with streaming, where Ludwig has said basically, if you can perform decently in a live format, it's a little bit easier to switch over to other formats because the live format is one of the harder formats since you have to make sure you're not actively fucking up all the time and getting clipped and et cetera, et cetera. And as evidenced by the number of times that streamers get clipped, harder than it looks, harder than you might think to not get clipped. So if you can do streaming really well and you can speak on stream really well, you can probably find a way to make YouTube work for you if you can find a good niche for yourself. Whereas the YouTuber to streamer pipeline is way harder because YouTubers are so much more used to being able to edit and then go back in and rewrite and edit and go back in and rewrite until they come up with something that they really like. TikTok, I think, has the same problem moving over to YouTube, taking a short form content that is going to generally perform well, and you have more chances to perform well because you're doing such smaller like segments of content, making that into a full-length YouTube video and then showing off more of your personality in a longer format. It's way harder, way, way harder. So trying to make that transition, very difficult.
So like if you were popular for being hot and then people don't think you're hot anymore, then you're not going to be popular. Right? And you get over, yeah, and then people move on, right? And I think that that's the way it is with a lot of personalities.
Of the people who are shaping our culture. And despite how terribly the D'Amelio franchise flopped, we will also talk about how they could come back from the lack of brand and the hate they always cry about.
I'm upset because I haven't been in any drama.
First, we need to understand how the D'Amelios had
so
every single chance
Christ.
to build a billion-dollar empire. Charli D'Amelio, for those who have never heard of a small app called TikTok,
No drama?
good
Yeah.
for you, is a Connecticut high schooler who is not a nepo baby, an Instagram heiress, or a self-made artist. She started creating dance videos on TikTok in 2019 that quickly broke the platform and the Guinness World Record as the first person with 50 million
God
followers on TikTok.
damn.
in
See, like,
April
I never even go on TikTok. I don't even know who these people are. It sounds crazy. Yeah, I have no idea.
2020, then 100 million in November 2020. The entire internet and Charli herself was dumbfounded by
That's
this success
nuts.
because while Charli was a dancer, many have claimed her dances to be mediocre. Surely it can't be that people are shallow and that the TikTok algorithm prefers a pretty face, right? Not possible at all.
Yeah, that's the obvious reason.
What? No, that's not. What is this? What is this content? What is happening? I feel like I'm going crazy. No, it's that. Oh my God. It's that pumping out garbage is easier and faster than pumping out good stuff. And the problem is a lot of the times when you pump out good stuff, it takes a really long time and you're not in people's algo all the time. So people don't want to follow you. YouTubers have talked about this. Streamers have talked about this. Content creators everywhere have talked about this. That you have to give up quality to put out more quantity. And if you're down to put out a lot more quantity and give up quality, you will see success a little bit more. I think even like Will Nevis talked about this. I mean, even like any streamer that puts on shows talks about this. Like Cutie is another good example. She puts on a lot of effort to put on these shows and she loses money on almost all of them, right? And she does it despite the fact that it's not profitable, despite the fact that it's so much stress, despite the fact that she will get canceled at some point for something in one of her shows. But she does it because she wants to make good stuff. She would make more money and she would be, I don't know if more successful is the right term, but like she would be more firmly placed if she just did baking content all the time. Right? But if you are willing to put out, you know, cookie cutter garbage all day, all night, you will see success. I mean, I think XQC is a good example of this, right? He will just put out 16 hours of streams all day, every day, and it's just the most Zoomer shit on the planet. And people want to consume the slop that's available all the time. That's what people want to consume. So, yeah, I don't know. Pat's fan Mike, thank you for the 6 months.
Reason, like it's just, yeah, I mean, I it's so weird that people don't understand this. It's crazy.
Of course, Renegade became the Charli D'Amelio dance because she did it so much better than the original choreographer. And of course, the reason Dixie D'Amelio, Charli's sister, began blowing up too was that her natural talents blew the platform away.
No, it's that, well, sorry. I know she's being sarcastic. The biggest comedians all steal jokes. This is kind of a known secret that if you are sitting there writing all of your own jokes, you just don't have the time to make that many good jokes. But if you're down to steal a bunch of jokes, you can grow in size a lot faster. Same shit. If you can hop on trends really fast, and this doesn't have to be a negative thing, right? It like doesn't have to be, it can be a neutral statement. But if you can see trends and jump on them faster than anyone else can and do them in a way that is unique to your brand and your channel, whatever, you just grow. It's I still don't understand what like pretty privilege has to do with any of this. Pretty privilege is like, it's kind of this background noise thing that happens whether you like it or not. But there's all these other factors at play.
Well, no, some people are born on the right side of the beauty algorithm and beauty standard, and they should embrace it. But as the sisters are dealing with this life-changing fame, which in this day means power, which means money, their parents and new team saw a pot of gold.
There's also a huge problem that a lot of people have is that when a person gets popular for being relatable and likable, like I think that it seems like she did, and like being pretty, and then you get very popular, and then that changes your like demeanor, it changes how you act, it changes like the you know, like you're talking about money all the time, etc. Now you're no longer relatable. Like if you're on like TV shows and stuff like this, people that watch you that are like high schoolers can't relate to you anymore whenever you go on Jimmy Fallon and you talk about how many $1 million you have, right? Yeah, fame, ruin, popularity. Exactly, right? And there's plenty of people that doesn't happen with, right? Like, it's not like every person who is, like, successful, like Keanu Reeves, for example, like, that didn't happen with him because that's not the perspective. It's not the fact that you have the money, it's how you act with the money.
Did you just describe Jimmy Fallon as likable and relatable? Or did he say the other way around, that he became less likable and relatable?
It's really what the difference.
How exciting. There is so much possibility when the hype is...
Also, people misunderstand how pretty privilege works. People don't like you because you're pretty. People are more likely to like your other qualities because you're pretty. It's more like a buff than it is some innate attribute that you get people to like you for. It just gets your foot in the door. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a multiplier. It's like a definitely a buff. Yeah. I would compare it to, honestly, RimWorld. Sorry to be a nerd for a second, but like RimWorld does it really well. The beautiful pawns just get along with everybody else a little bit better. They just do. It's not that they like them because they're pretty. It's that every interaction gets a buff to it that makes them more likable. It's very similar, but it's a little different, right? So if you, and it also sometimes works in the other way as well. So like someone who's like full of themselves and is very conceited, but they are conventionally unattractive, you just call them delusional and you move on, right? Someone who is very attractive, who is very conceited, you view them extra negatively Because you're like, oh, you think this because you are conventionally attractive.
Only rising for the girls. They were seen as the model citizens of
All
TikTok
Missandra's pawns based.
and basically had the attention of every teenage girl in the
Sure.
nation. There was so much potential here for them to grow into the icons and role models for the next generation of young girls. But no, the D'Amelio parents said, heck, we are the new Kardashians. And if you're the Kardashians, then being hot is all you need to build a successful business, right?
I'm gonna be honest.
Be honest.
Always thought Kim Kardashian was really fucking hot.
I have to pull that. He did this. He did this in real time.
Feel strong, man, so brave.
he did this in real time. Literally any conventionally attractive woman ever. Hear me out, guys.
I do. I think that, like, again, like, she is insane, and especially maybe you might want to say not now. Okay, fine. But like whenever she first got really well known, insanely fucking hot. I don't even think you can
He's
compare.
being vulnerable. Stop making fun of him, guys.
That's my opinion. Plastic surgery? Hey, they did a good job.
And so
They
what
did a
happened
great
next
job.
was a big, impressive list of business ventures. But if you take a closer look, you'll start to realize that each is very mid, and that the team behind them is not just uncreative, but literally throwing random shit at the wall and hoping that one will stick.
Wow.
So what this is it's a look at your 2021. This is the major things we're focusing on. So we have our partnerships. We have, you know, the different companies you're working with, like, you know, ring lights and starting a clothing company. So, and then you have books and TV shows.
The list is so big.
Yeah, it's like, why would you even film this? Like, this isn't something like it breaks the immersion that people have with like the character. Because like now she's not like this goofy girl that's just doing videos in her bedroom. Like now she's like a global brand that's like being pushed around, and it completely destroys the authenticity. And especially young people are looking for that type of authenticity. Yeah, it's Corpa, exactly, right? It's a bad move. I don't know why you would think that's a good idea.
Sorry, I'm like reading the chat. His chat is so good. In terms of like entertainment value for myself.
I don't know why you would think that's a good idea.
We need to first look at physical products and then their digital appearances that led to...
Well, how did I not catch it this time? Anyways, everyone in chat is talking about authenticity or whatever, and then there was one guy that just said, Selma Hayek's still looking good. Just like, not in this realm at all, just gooning. He's just, that guy is someone who just watches Asmongold in the background while he jerks off, I guess. I don't know. You know how like people watch streams in the background? Yeah.
The ultimate downfalls. From 2020 to 2023 alone, they had their makeup line with Morphe, not exactly a hit, then a collaboration drink with Dunkin' Donuts, a fragrance line, a nail polish collection, a mattress, a footwear brand, a skincare brand, a popcorn brand.
Bro, I remember, so like this was a crazy thing, is that like this was during, I don't remember exactly when this was, but it was during New World. I remember I was playing New World in a call about this, and I was gonna work with these people and make a type of food. It was like a beef jerky thing. And then I remember thinking halfway through this phone call, I have like 50 other fucking things. I'm not a chef. I don't know fucking anything about beef. I don't know how to make beef. What am I doing? What am I take a step back. what the fuck am I doing with my life? And I was like, yeah, you know what? It's not worth it. Yeah, I'm not doing this. And I think that you see it obviously with the Lunchly stuff. I mean, you know, we did do Starforge, right? And so like, it's not that doing something like this is bad, but whenever you have all of these products and there's not like some sort of like interesting like gimmick to them and they're not funny or like good, then what's the point? Starforge makes sense. Exactly. Yeah. I feel like these people are just trying to make money. They're trying to just like put their brand on whenever they can to get their fans to buy it. And I think also like if you look at the popularity, it's completely contextualized inside of COVID. Oh wow, big surprise. During COVID, there's a lot of people that are there. They're like buying this shit like crazy. Because you like think about how many people were really popular during COVID, like especially like the Among Us era. Because it made a bunch of like really popular people. Like I don't like listing names because then it's like I'm like making a list of all the people that fell off. So I don't think I need to though, right? Like we all know who they are. There's tons of people who used to be super popular. Everybody knew them, and now they're just like nobody. Nobody
but like
cares
again,
about
that doesn't have anything to do with pretty privilege. Pretty privilege and luck are just, well, they're sort of similar, but obviously RNG is not something that you can change. There's nowhere that you can put luck points in, but you can actually looks max. But there are things that kind of run in the background as background noise. So you kind of just ignore them, if that makes sense. If there's nothing you can do about it, you ignore it. And in this instance, it's more about trend writing, right? Like, there were people that were big in Among Us and they actually were able to pivot, just like there were people that were big in Overwatch and they were able to pivot. Overwatch is just such a good example because it was such a bright star that burned so quickly. And then we got like XQC and Goon off of it. But they understood, or at the very least, they got tired of playing the game and they realized they didn't want to do that anymore. And they slowly pivoted towards doing other types of stuff. But they obviously had their personality. I mean, XQC definitely has a personality. I don't know how I would describe it, but... but... they pivoted away from that stuff. A good example of someone who stayed around for a really long time is like Jenna Marbles. Because she's done a lot of pivoting in her career. And she's had ups and downs. But she knows what trends to ride, when to ride them, blah, blah, blah. Pokimane is another good example. Although Pokimane now, she doesn't do as much content anymore just because she doesn't really want to do as much streaming anymore, which is fair because she's been doing it for like a decade. But she rode trends really well. She happened to get very lucky that she wanted to play League of Legends anyways. And she continued to play it, and then when she saw like things like Among Us doing well, she would do that. And then when she saw Valorant was doing really well, she would do that. Like, she just sees things that are doing well, and she makes sure that she gets on those trains, right? She also popped off with Fortnite. Yeah. Or Asmongold, too. Yeah, I mean, he's pivoting away from WoW content because people don't care nearly as much about WoW anymore. But he knows that posting like reactionary content does well. So he's riding that train, right? How much of it is conscious, like a conscious business decision, is hard to say. But because I feel like Asmongold's the type of person that's just like, he has enough of an ego that I think he thinks that he can just do what he wants to do and people will watch. But I think that there's some subconscious stuff happening there as well. That you get rewarded for doing this type of content, so you keep doing it.
Them. And that's what happened with a lot of people.
I don't know which creative genius idea it was to tell the D'Amelios to dress up as Walmart employees in order to promote this relatable, fun brand. And all they did was to mock the working class where labor was only a fun activity for them. And being so incredibly talented while launching back-to-back businesses, Charli D'Amelio, of course, had the time to write a book in 2020 called Essentially Charli, the ultimate guide to keeping it real, which
Oh my God. This is so ridiculous. That's crazy. The audacity, it's amazing. What is this? It's targeted for 10-year-old girls? I know it's not targeted for me, okay?
Became a New York Times bestseller.
Wow.
If there was an award for launching the most number of unmemorable businesses, the D'Amelios probably would have won.
I think that I think it's not just that. It's that COVID caused a lot of young people and a lot of people who were naive to get invested onto the internet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I didn't notice this guy in chat. I don't really get it. Where does your Asmon hate come from? When did I say I hate him? When did I say that I hate him? I've told you guys before 1,000,000 times. All right? I feel the way that I do about Asmongold, or sorry, I feel about Asmongold the way that I do about Alex Jones. It's like, I know that he's bad for like the political environment and the political environment on the internet especially, but I'm so entertained. Like, I am value-tained as shit. Not in the way that he wants me to be value-tained. It's more of a laughing at instead of laughing with. But I'm entertained. Why would I hate someone like that? Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Come on.
And because of people's heightened level of like attention to the internet. So this is a phenomenon that's very weird. It's that during recessions, people actually spend more on entertainment and other types of distractions. So what ended up happening is like COVID effectively functioned as a recession. And what it did is it caused people to be inside all the time. And if you're inside all the time, you're constantly on the internet. Well, you're going to have a higher probability of getting parasocial with some person on TikTok, right? And that's the reason why it happens. I think that's why these people blew up so much on TikTok. And now, like, after that kind of moved on, then everybody...
What does that have to do with spending money? Why did he bring up people spending more money on entertainment in luxury goods in a recession, which I don't even know if that's true or not. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. I would have to research it. Why did he bring that up to talk about the fact that if you're stuck at home all day because of COVID, you're going to watch more entertainment? That's what does spending have to do with that? What does any of this have to do with pretty privilege again? I don't know. I still don't know.
Too. And also, I think that COVID brought, like, it's basically like there were different, like, measures of magnitude that brought a lot of people onto the internet. And, like, in 2010, it was a lot of people. In 2006, it was a lot of people. I would say 2016, it was a lot of people. And I think that in COVID, like, now, basically, the entire culture is online because of COVID. And a lot of these people are being exposed for the first time to a lot of this, like, influencer stuff and branding stuff. And them being naive to it, I think that they bought into it and played into it a lot. And that's why, and if I talk about this from like an industry level, the amount of money that you can make nowadays from sponsorships.
How do I get this chatter to become a fan of my stream? I want him to type shit like this in my chat. Just play the video. Your eyebrows are twitching too much because of yapping. I want this guy to come into my chat and make fun of me. Oh my god. Little known fact, I actually watch streamers for their chats, okay? It's true. It's true.
Is substantially lower than what you could make in 2021. And I'm talking about, like, you know, view for view, dollar for dollar, right? I'm not saying like, oh, views are lower, so money's lower. Yeah, obviously. I'm saying even, you know, adjusted for that inflation, it's still lower. It's because you don't have people that are activating on ads like this because there's like a diminishing return on it. There's a cooldown on it. And it's like you have this happen. Like you can't, not everybody can sell something to every person. There's only so much attention and so much money to go around.
That's my laundry being finished. If I didn't tell you, you probably don't even know half of these brands existed.
Yeah.
And some of them
No idea.
deceased. Because honestly, by the speed that these products were launched immediately following the blow up, there is just no way that they were developed with care and passion from Charlie and Dixie. These brands—
The Discord notifications in this video are going to make me unsubscribe. Not that I was subscribed, and dislike the video.
have no connection with them. Like, why shoes? Why popcorn?
Why who the fuck, like, who thought it was a good idea to make Be Happy Snacks Parmesan? Oh my god. Cotton candy popcorn? Who the fuck would eat that?
What? I would eat that. What?
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fat fuck. I'd eat that shit. You kidding me? What the?
The same shit with different print-on-demand products? Yeah, basically, right? I think this is the same as, like, the Lunchly thing, right? It pretty much is, where you've got people that are basically putting out the same product for a higher price to get people to pay for it, and hopefully the marketing of their brand is going to push the product enough to where they're able to compete in the market. But the problem is that, like, this does work to, like, a limited extent, but whenever you're actually selling a product that people want to use and they're buying it for a function rather than to support a creator, like, this is why, for example, almost any creator can sell merchandise and it will do well. But when you're selling a product, people want a product to fulfill a function. So, like, for example, if you sell a computer, people want the...
Literally, you know, I can disprove this with 2 words. I don't know if it's 1 word or 2 words. Sorry. Funko Pop. People don't buy products to fulfill functions. Sometimes people buy products to fulfill functions. People buy products because they want to consume. That is why people buy products.
Computer to work. So it doesn't really matter about, like, their relationship with the player, or not the player, sorry, the content creator. They still need the computer to work, right? They still need this to happen. So I think popcorn and other types of food is the same way. If you're buying this, this isn't a way to support them. You're buying this for a purpose. And if it doesn't fulfill that purpose, then you're just going to go to a competitor. That's why. What about Pokimane selling those cookies at a huge price increase, saying, bye, broke boy? Here's what I'm saying, is that how do we know how well those cookies are doing? How many people are buying those cookies? I haven't seen the balance sheet for that. Until I see the balance sheet, I would assume that they're probably not doing very well. That's my honest opinion. I bet they're probably not doing very well. It seems like something that's not really going to happen. Try them? I did try them.
Why popcorn? Why
Why
mattress?
would you assume that? That seems like a crazy assumption to make. Literally the first thing that they teach you in the most baby brain economics class is people are not rational actors. And so everything in these classes that you learn is hypothetical. It's built off of models where people are rational actors. Unfortunately, people are not rational actors. People buy stupid shit all the fucking time. Incredible. I just don't understand that you can make the claim that, like, people want to buy good products and only good products succeed. And if you try and sell a product that's inferior as an influencer, it's not going to do well. None of that is true. None of that is true at all.
It's just slapping the D'Amelio label on a bunch of consumer goods that are very mid themselves.
And they probably made a fuck ton of bank doing that. And that's probably why they continued to do it over and over and over again. The problem is, this is not a question about whether or not the products are selling. I believe that honestly all those products sold really well. The problem is you can't get those products to sit on a shelf for very long. Something that, like, Logan Paul, begrudgingly I must say, his team did very well is make, like, I have, you know, the pain that I experience every time I go to a grocery store and I see the fucking Prime bottles. I am Brian Kilme, okay? I am Brian Kilme. That's what I am, okay? Doing that, very difficult. Getting a product to have, like, sustainability and shelf life outside of you as a content creator, and getting people who don't know you to buy your product, that's difficult. Doing this, where you're doing, like, collabs, like temporary collabs with different brands over and over and over and over again, that's great. That's excellent. You will make gigabank doing that. That's why their team probably did that. The problem is when you're pumping out so much garbage all day, all night, it's very exhausting as like a community member or a fan or an audience, because you want substance too. If you're not getting any substance and you're just being shilled to, it's like, well, I kind of don't want to continue to consume this content or this person. This is just a walking billboard. I don't like this person anymore.
Footwear is recommended by doctors to treat broken ankles. Don't say, you can't say that.
I don't care if you like the Kardashians or Hailey Bieber. Yes, they also launched and flopped brands, but
of course,
the brands that we will remember and rave about are the brands that they care about and rave about themselves. Kim Kardashian is known for her iconic body. So what does she launch?
Yeah, obviously.
Skims, a shapewear company that has quality products that could sell even on their own. Kylie Jenner, known for her lips, so Mama Chris got her to launch Kylie Cosmetics. Hailey
Big
Bieber,
surprise.
the woman is constantly showing her glowy skin, and each launch is super creative and tied to her personal.
But like low key, I don't buy celebrity merchandise. Low key, like celebrity makeup lines or skincare products, I don't buy them. I'm down to buy like shirts and t-shirts and sweaters and hoodies. What is it called? From like creators that I like, from YouTubers or streamers that I like, but I don't buy I'm sorry, I don't buy skincare products and makeup products from celebrities. I know you're selling me garbage. I'm not putting that on my face.
Emma Chamberlain vlogged with coffee for 4 years. It just makes so much sense to have a coffee company, and she has killer creatives.
I think that this is also what happened back then, is that a lot of people saw how much money they could make by selling products as content creators, and then they just tried to do as much as they possibly could. It was like basically a gold rush. Like, how can we figure out a way that we can monetize the most people in the most ways? Scam City? Well, like, it's not even really a scam. Like, in a lot of cases, these aren't...
Well, wait, this is the reason why content became so sad and depressing for so long, and it sort of still is. Nepo babies got in on the content train because they have entire teams that can, like, manufacture all this content for them and build this brand for them. And then they get, like, a few million subs or whatever on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and now they're set. But it's like, you're a fucking Nepo baby that just had these people manufacture this brand for you, and now you're selling garbage. You don't even care about what you're doing. And that shit's depressing. I'm sorry. I want to watch like videos from people who are like me, who decided to do content and then maybe they made it. I don't want to watch it from some Nepo baby where everything is manufactured to the brim.
Scams. It's just a product that's overpriced. Like, a scam is whenever you buy a banana and you get a tomato. This is you buy a banana, but it's $7.
How would you buy a banana and get a tomato? I don't know if that's a scam.
Earl's merch. Very
I don't
on
even know
brand
what
with
that
her
is.
personality. The fact that you don't even know the name of the quote-unquote brands launched by the D'Amelios shows you how disconnected they are from these brands. And it is so funny to read Charli D'Amelio's brand inspiration for the shoes as, quote, "We are always in heels, we are walking carpets, we've done all the uncomfortable blister-filled shoes before. So it's been really nice to be able to look into our closets and see, what are we missing and what do we have that we can make better?" Clearly extremely relatable to their teenage girl fan base who walk in heels and go to carpets all day. And clearly the dream shoes for the teenage boys who follow them because of their hotness.
I love you so much. We love you so much. Charli, let's go. I love you, Charli, you're the go.
It's crazy how they're...
Fucking, that's the thing, right? That's it. It's a bunch of teenagers, right? And like high school kids. And the thing is that this is just the reality, right? Is that people that are really popular with high school kids, this is something that doesn't last because people, I mean, unless you're really stupid, don't stay in high school for more than...
No, that's not what... the problem is that there isn't longevity because there isn't bread and butter content. Like, I still don't even know what content she does.
4 years. So, and that's assuming that they find you when they're
because that's like, this is stupid because this logic means that Mr. Beast shouldn't be successful. Oh, well, then the kids are going to grow up and then they're not going to watch you anymore and then you're going to fall off. No, there's always more consumers. There's always more children going to school. There's always more people becoming teenagers. Like, no, that's what? No.
Freshman. So what ends up happening is that also who do high schoolers like watching? People that are around the age of other high schoolers. Like, you guys remember this?
Like Mr. Beast. So dumb. No.
We were kids. Like, you would want to watch and relate to somebody that's around your age. So now that this woman is like, I don't know how old she is now, but she's a good degree older, and it's very obvious that she's not in high school anymore. Very obvious. Now it's harder for that demographic to relate to her. That's the issue. She's 20 now? Yeah. If you're 20, you're not in high school. 20 is too old? No, I'm serious. Think about it.
This is absolutely not true. Every single makeup beauty guru on YouTube was at least 30, and their entire audience was mostly teenage girls. This is not true. It's about how you market your content. It has nothing to do with how old you are. To be fair, I think like an 80-year-old man might have difficulty marketing his content to like teenage girls that want to do makeup. I think that there is some age cutoff, sure, but it's not the way that he's talking about it. CMDR Cody, thank you for the Prime.
Entire marketing team never gave a single thought to who the targeted demographic is, because it is not women in their 20s and 30s with actual purchasing power who will want to wear these
like
hot
super
pink
senior
or electric blue pumps.
Super
work,
senior.
Which is probably a hard concept for the D'Amelio sisters to grasp.
Yeah, somebody says difference between 16 and 20 is huge. It's massive. Like
Kai Cenat is 22 while most of his fans are in middle school. Yeah. What is he talking about? Yeah.
It's gigantic. Like I'm surprised anybody is thinking that it's not. It's tremendous. Absolutely.
They never had to work a single day since they had enough money to do whatever they want since 17. And at this point, it is apparent that the main issue is the D'Amelios don't know why people follow them. And frankly, it is hard.
I don't either. I don't get it. I've never got, I don't understand it. I have no idea. I mean, maybe it's like guys follow them because they're cute. Okay. Yeah, sure. But like, all right, now what?
To answer that question, as many still only know Charli D'Amelio as a famous TikToker who dances and not much more. Surely, digital appearances should help. Right? On the personal branding side, although it seems like the D'Amelio family has done so much since Charli became famous on TikTok, everything they worked on somehow only made them less and less relevant.
Jesus, 31,000 views. Wow. That's bad.
It probably has to do with the fact that the video looks like it sucks. Here, let's look it up. Making the sluttiest brownies. D'Amelia? Is that how you pronounce her name? Or spell it? With Kelly Sweeney. Let's look up that one. Here, let's see. I mean, immediately I can tell you. You know, let's see for a second. Hello,
you guys. Welcome to Charm's Season 3. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is #Kelly Sweeney Corio.
That is my name.
Full legal name on her birth certificate.
On my passport.
Today we are making something extra special. Are you excited?
I am so excited.
Today we are making the sluttiest brownies. Because I like a challenge, and when I think of something, I automatically think I can do it. So instead of just your normal slutty brownies where we have chocolate chip cookies, Oreos, and brownies, we're gonna add cake batter. I don't know how this is gonna work.
I'm a little nervous. I trust you.
Do you want to work on making The brownies or the cake batter?
I'm gonna have to go with brownies. I'm not very good at following instructions.
That's okay.
So I have to preheat the oven to 350.
Yes, that's normally the...
It's just boring. That's why the video has no views. It's because the video is boring. That's it. She just needs... This is like, if you go back and watch any video from any content creator that's successful and you go and watch their first ever YouTube video, it looks like this. The value of a good editor? No, this is like, you need to start from scratch. There's no like immediate sentence that hooks me. I don't really like this camera angle or the way that the camera work just is in general. It's super slow. The audio mixing is infuriating. Low energy. Like, there's nothing you need to, like, this is not, right? Absolutely no charisma. Well, it's not even that. It's forget about the vibes, because the vibes are like, forget about that, okay? Forget about that for just a second. This is like Baby's first YouTube video. That's why it's doing poorly. That's why. Go to any, like, who's a good food YouTuber? Quick. 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 I can't, mods, ban the guy who said Nikocado, okay? Ban that one. Everyone seems to want to talk about binging with Babish, so you know what? Sure, fucking let's go. Let's go binging with Babish. Here we go. Videos. Let's see one of his more, actually I want to see one of his latest videos. Let's be fair. Let's be very fair with him.
Can I take your order, please? I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. Let's eat.
Hello there, welcome back to another episode of Arcade with Alvin, where this time we're going to be taking on Big Smoke's order from GTA. Now, in the game, he's famously known for having a massively large fast food order at a place called Cluck and Bell, where he orders 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda, which is a lot of food. And after some digging and after doing some research by watching many people's wonderful analyses on both Reddit and YouTube, we have come up with a somewhat concrete plan to take this on and take this into the real world of food. A lot of these wonderful internet detectives have kind of figured out that,
like, I'm already sold on this premise. Binging with Babish has another guy on the channel. Yes, this is Alvin. I think Alvin was with like BuzzFeed or something else. I don't remember. But no, I think I don't remember the details, but basically Binging with Babish was scaling his, I guess, like YouTube channel and his career and stuff, and he had a lot of slots to fill, so now he has like a lot of guests that run other, basically the same show, but it's not Babish anymore. He still does videos, but it is really cool. More realistically, okay, just like going back to the topic at hand, I'm immediately sold on this content. Like, it doesn't take a genius, chat. I can see this. You can see this. You don't have to know anything about content to know this premise is way more interesting. It starts with a funny clip. I'm entertained as shit. And I'm like, actually, yeah, I kind of do want to know how they decide to make a 2D food into a 3D food. Well, I don't, what will they make in the Clucking Bell order? Fucking let me see. I want to know. I want to know. It's the Babish formula. Well, he found a niche that really worked, that plays out really well, right? The other video of the chick who's like, we're going to make these brownies. I'm nervous. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay. I'm like bored as shit. I don't want to watch that. I'm going to click off. That's why the video doesn't have any views. Because they thought that they could upload a video, or maybe they don't understand that YouTube is a little bit more difficult than TikTok, which I think is a reasonable statement. I don't think that that's a mean statement at all. Because long form content is just harder than short form content. You have to perfect more time. Yeah. You better watch the rest, Denim. Yeah. Also, if you're going to do like slutty food, you got to sell that shit, like those horny ass TikTok videos. Yeah. Yeah. Like, let me find it. Wait. TikTok, slutty food, coffee, shaken. I don't know if I can find it. Oh man, I don't think I'll be able to find it. But there's this one TikTok of like this really buff dude. You can't even see his face, I think. Maybe you can, I don't know. And all he's wearing is an apron. And he's like, when a person, how to make the perfect shaken coffee or something like that. And he like adds all the ingredients. Takes the coffee and then he puts it under the apron and he shakes a little bit. And then he takes the coffee back out. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Do something like that. Do something like that, right? Like, if you're gonna make this content, I don't want to watch, like, me making a YouTube video. That's what a YouTube video I would make would look like, okay? I want to see something fun. I want to see someone with some effort and stuff, right? It's giving the people what they want. Yeah, yeah. But this is just like a fundamental misunderstanding of what makes YouTube videos good and not understanding what you need to do to make the YouTube video good, right?
Holy fuck.
And less likable.
She's so out of touch, it's crazy. What does it say? Can we just cancel her already? Oh my god. This is what I was saying before, is like, it's somebody like Paris Hilton or Donald Trump. Like, they're famous for being a rich asshole, basically, right? But like, this girl was trying to be relatable. And you can't do that and be super rich. That's not how it works.
Yes, you can. You just have to be good at the content. Fucking dude, Asmongold should be perfect example of this. The perfect example. Maybe I'm wrong to say this, okay? Maybe I'm really wrong to say this. I would like to think the majority of people on Twitch don't have mold in their house and like don't have dead rats that they leave in their house. Okay. I am really genuinely hoping that that's true. Okay. Please, God. Please. Maybe some messiness. Maybe too many fucking soda cans on your desk. Maybe some food out. Okay. But like, I'm really hoping that it's not as bad as like the fucking dead animals in your home that you just like brush off like it's no big deal. Okay. I'm hoping that the majority of people don't have a tooth blood wall. Okay? But if you make content that people like, people will watch you. Relatability is just like one part of it, right? It's just one part. Did you see the raccoon clip? I did. I didn't get it. Was it that I didn't understand what the clip was.
The blood wall was how I knew Asmon was one of us.
No.
Bro, I feel like a dog just licked me.
Really? Oh, thank you, orange peelings.
Did you want to... Oh, it's a raccoon!
What is happening?
It's an actual raccoon.
It's so cute. It's so cute. I know it's disease-ridden as shit, but it's so cute.
This raccoon tried to steal my wallet, bro.
Trying to rob your ass. Call that, who's the guy in Animal Crossing? I've only played the mobile game. The guy. Tom Nook. Call that Tom Nook.